Good, thanks, Will, and thanks everyone for letting me come along and speak to you today. Just want to first of all acknowledge the dedication of all the work you've done in helping keep us safe over the last 2 years, working in a health sector that is underfunded and under so many demands. I was just going off script here. I was just looking at the slide you showed there before Spill around what's on offer and trying to read the comments coming through as well. And it summed up exactly how I felt when Will sent this through to me. Why are you being treated so differently? I just don't get it. So that made me really angry when I read that first. And I can remember that telling Will I got really, really angry. What I did do then is change the anger into, okay, let's mobilize people and get this thing sorted. So channeling that anger. I'll go back to my script now. I do want to acknowledge the bargaining team and the PSA organisers who are supporting this campaign and the team. You've worked tirelessly for 17 months to attempt to negotiate an agreement on behalf of your members. It's not an easy thing to put your hand up and go on a bargaining team, especially in this time. I just don't know how you've done it. You've stood the test of time, you've stayed strong, and I just hope all the members support you in that. Well done. And a special thanks to Will for choosing orange as your colour. It has been an amazing thing to see around New Zealand, that orange. Wherever I see it now, I'm like, oh, it's Allied, it's Allied, it's Allied. And I'm getting people now talk to me and saying, oh, I saw Allied out the other day. And I was like, how do you know? I saw some orange people. So it's making a statement. You're asked for fair pay offers, wage progression, low paid workers, guaranteed safe staffing, recruitment and retention aren't unreasonable. And I really want to emphasize that word. They're not unreasonable things to ask. So let's get a reasonable offer on the table. And it is time for the government, Ministry of Health, DHBs, to acknowledge that what you're asking for is not unreasonable. Come back with a realistic offer. After all, they've been able to do that for midwives, general nursing, public and mental health nursing. So let's see what they can offer this time. Why is there that difference? You're important, probably even more important. I don't like to separate people out, but I always say that those workers that keep the hospital running, you're the most important part of that workforce. So stand up for your rights. After 18 months of protracted negotiations, it's now time for us to stand up and take that collective action. And really important around that collective action component. You're not doing this by yourself. There are 10,000 people in this workforce on the membership and 80,000 members in our union behind you in this. On industrial action, it takes all forms. So there's work to rule, taking your breaks. I know a lot of people don't take breaks. When was the last time you had a lunch break? Don't do any overtime, only doing work you're paid for. Those sort of things. Working to rule has a really, really strong impact on whenever you're in a campaign like this. The efforts you've all taken have been amazing. Painting the town orange, or the DHBs at least, orange on a Friday. What a great way to really send that message to your employer. Branding your workplace as orange, it helps send a really clear message to the government ministry that you have to be listened to. Keep sending those photos through too. And I was just watching the slideshow earlier. What an amazing effort you've all gone to, even though, in your morning tea, before work, after work. Keep it up, keep it up. As well as working to rule, you also have a right, once balloted, to withdraw your labour. And that's a really important part of our legislative framework in New Zealand, to withdraw your labour in the right circumstances and join a picket line along with 10,000 members. So there are multiple ways you can take industrial action. I think there's more on that later in this chat. I know that for some of you, taking that industrial action is not done lightly, and I don't think I've ever had to do it lightly either. It takes courage, determination to push back and stand up for what's right, and what you're asking for is right. As a trade unionist, that courage comes when you stand together and you stand united. You're not doing this alone. So please, if you are getting worried, reach out to any other member, get in touch. You're not doing this alone. Stay committed, stay united, stay strong. Get out and make your voices heard, even louder than you have already. Discuss with your colleagues, members, and the public as often and as loud and proud as you can. Remember to keep in touch with this campaign. Of course, we're stronger in numbers. Collectively, we can demand that our voices are heard. The fact that we've been invited back to facilitation shows that the action you've taken to date is making a difference. Look at what we can achieve when we stand up and fight back for what's right, what is just, and what is not unreasonable. That's about all I had my comments for today. I'll hand back to you, Will. Other than that, just stay strong, team, and keep up the fight.